Good evening.
Good evening, gents.
Hey, what's up?
So what's up?
Our boy
Skip is
Abhishek is
looking
already with us.
Skip is looking like Naruto.
Too much manga in my blood.
Skip-san,
Hmm.
Rupesh-san, Skip-san, konnichiwa. How are you guys? We're good, Abhishek. How are you?
They're really good. Recovery has been good. I hope you guys are better.
Yeah, all of us have had COVID now.
And
Yeah.
we're
All
just
three of us.
recovering now. Then in the sense, uh, I think I am the last one. So yeah, today was my basically last day. So tomorrow onwards, I can step out of my house. Not my house, my room. rather.
No stepping
So
out of the
nice.
house. Just stay put.
What's up,
Yeah,
Rohit
yeah, no,
and Goose? We
Oh, not
got
bad.
good thing
Goose
about
Pretty
in
quick.
the.
streaming every day is that my face becomes so nice. I feel so nice every day streaming.
Sunny Seniors here. Hello.
uh,
We haven't met you in a while as well, bro. How are you?
even Goose is a COVID warrior, huh, by the way.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Goose is for, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Goose is 11th, 12th day, I think. Whatever. Like he's past his 10th day.
Mm,
Hey Balwant, how are you? Others, what's happening? Hey, good to see all of you guys. Deep Tech has joined us on YouTube. How are
not
you?
bad. Very quick.
Deep Tech always joins from
Lovely.
YouTube.
Thank you. We need support. Let me actually just exclusively thank Deep Tech on the YouTube channel.
Hi Tashi, uh, Adarsh, Tirth. Sunny is always there. Which
Hey
is like,
Tashi.
I think you should, I think you should share about your COVID story for 5 minutes.
Actually, all of us, yeah. DJ Sai, what's happening, bro? Teert has also joined us on YouTube.
Yeah. Nishank is a double COVID warrior.
Yeah, this is the second time about it.
I don't know if I'm a warrior or if I'm stupid to catch it twice.
uh,
Yeah. Hey, Tuhin, remember, let me just pull
oh
this
man,
comment
I
up.
remember that. I remember. Oh, those were the days, man. Those were the days.
Dude, it has to like come up. Doing speed days,
Speed.
like it has to
Yeah,
come up. Like
yeah, it has to.
So, who all have, I mean, obviously there's no competition, but just want to know in the comments who all has had COVID by now. If you haven't even, then let us know. Yeah, it's amazing to see people away from it.
Yeah, I mean, guys, please. I know we keep saying this over and over again, but stay safe. I
Yeah,
am
actually,
absolutely paranoid, and I always wear my mask, and I still caught it, which
still got
is,
it.
yeah, unbelievable.
I think I got it
hmm,
from the dog. I was petting a dog.
I
Don't
don't
blame the
think,
That's the
dog. Don't blame the dog.
what I
that's the
What
really
a
only
feel
thing.
is
way.
that people who haven't caught it are actually the real warriors because they have prevented the spread.
Yeah,
Uh,
Hmm. So, guys, what's happening? How is the new lockdown treating you guys? Are you guys streaming? If you're
well, not
streaming, now is
yet.
a good time to
I am
share.
streaming. I am streaming. If we start with me, I've been streaming like initially every morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I usually wake up early. I've been waking up pretty early nowadays. So I start up with a scratch session stream, and then I move to my CDJ setup. So then there is a CDJ stream, and then whenever I feel like, I just start streaming. So
Hmm.
I've
Bro,
been
I'm
back
glad
at
you
it.
better.
I've been back at it for some time.
Goose, I think the best thing to do is get into politics, bro. They seem to be the ones making money.
Yeah. That's true. Um, what have you been up to, Tuhin? You just
I
came out
mean,
of your room as well.
I was in isolation like 14, 15 days, and
So you were in your house,
yeah,
right?
just
The first the floor, the
yeah,
upper floor,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you
So I
didn't go
mean,
down. Now you're like roaming everywhere.
yeah, now I'm everywhere. Um, yeah, but it's just, I mean, it's just nice to be out of the room, after so long. You really take things for granted, and when you're stuck inside a room for 14, 15 days, then you realize. But I
Mm.
know a lot of people have it a lot worse. Um,
Yeah,
Hope
correct.
everybody is able to pull through because right now it's a bloody disaster.
Yeah, Sunny was there for the session. He's saying last night a lot of classics. Yeah, I do. So basically, I play
Others,
all the
Skip
old
is
stuff
basically
that
trying
I
to be
play.
Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto is a classic anime as well. So, but yeah, for me, it's all about the old stuff. I love that era, man. It's just best time. Tuhin loves it. All of us like we love that. And
Absolutely.
I in Chennai, I heard so much of it. So yeah, my initial DJing days were a lot of these old tunes. So and
Eslin, what's up, bro?
now whenever I'm playing, so
Oh,
basically, what we were supposed to talk about today was me
No,
rediscovering the
no.
2000s.
Wait, 1 second. No, Heslin is the resident DJ at RCB Cafe in Bangalore.
oh,
They were boasting about how they were top of the table and all. But if you look at the table now, they're not. I
okay.
just
This
had
is
to
an
say
IPL
that.
jam. Okay, good.
I just had to say
Okay,
that.
okay, killer. Hey, Bruce. Just quickly going to say hello to Ansh. Bruce, Tarunesh San
Hey,
is
Bruce.
here. Yes, recovering well. How are you, Tarunesh
Okay,
San?
I have to say small thing to him if you remember. Do you know? I hope all you guys have this Google Photos thing, right? Where it tells you like 4 years back, 5 years back, six
Yeah.
years back. So in 6 years
Right.
back was the first time Twin took me to a
IPL game.
the cricket match that we went, and it was insane.
Yeah.
I've never been to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
stadium, and Twin was like, "You have to come, you have to come." And I saw that 6 years back. I just saw the stories of that, and dude, it's just intense, man. So I have to
Epic.
thank him every time whenever I get that story.
Arey.
Like, bro, thanks a lot for that experience. I've never had that experience before. So Musi was there. So it was so good.
It was good fun, man. That was a great
It was
evening.
super good. I've never been to a stadium, so it was next level, bro. Next level. So basically,
It was
I've
great
been
fun.
to empty stadiums, and this was the first
Yeah.
time where you can see Chennai Super Kings like going like the real power of Chennai Super Kings in Chennai. So
Yeah.
I don't follow IPL, but that day it was magic, man. Too good.
That was awesome. Oh,
Arey?
Suraj, hope you get well soon. Glad you don't have any symptoms now. But just
Yeah,
remember to take it easy. Don't exert yourself even after the 14, 15 days. It's going to take at least a month for you to get your energy back. So just take it easy. Stay home, stay safe, keep everybody else safe.
Yeah, I like out of all the medicines, I like Limsy a lot. Little,
Vitamin
it's really
C.
tasty. On a lighter note, I'm just saying. On a lighter note, it's good to
Yeah,
not have it, but um, I just want to make the
yeah.
most of whatever we have.
I,
So
I
for
think
me,
I,
the
I
best
think the
is Limsy.
I think the main thing is that the second you see that your test result is positive, your anxiety and stress levels start to peak right away.
not
Um,
me.
but
Hmm.
you've had it twice, so you can't talk. For the people who've had it for the first time, just remember that 94%, 95% of the people stay home and get better. So it's very important to remain calm. Watch a lot of light-hearted stuff. Don't watch the news. Don't get on Twitter. Don't get on Instagram because that's not going to help you in any way. Um, yeah, just try and be as happy as possible because that's what helps the healing.
That's true. Meanwhile, thank you, Ansh, for your kind words. Others, this is Simpsons background, and
Hmm.
Rohit is asking what does Limsy does. Today, I think, you know what, let's not keep this about Pioneer DJ. Let's keep this about ourselves because, बहुत हो गया काम वाम. थोड़ा सा
Yeah.
audience का भी पता करते हैं how they're feeling. This is interesting. Skip just left us. Skip doesn't want to answer what Limsy does.
Limsy is vitamin C, bro.
Hey, Rohan, you fixed your caps lock, huh, bro? No
Hmm.
more.
No, it's still there.
Oh, no. No, he
No,
didn't.
it's
Hey, Rohan, how are you? Mere Pioneer ke DJs. I love Rohan, man. Always, this is a
uh,
staple comment he will
bro, just
always
add
write.
Skip back in. I think he's
No,
waiting.
no. Skip will stand out of the class.
Family
Okay,
Guy.
lovely. No, this is Simpsons, bro.
Simpsons,
No,
come
in
on,
the
how can you
back
get
is
this
Simpsons,
wrong?
but this Simpsons only, obviously. But I like Family Guy. Listen.
Yeah.
Guys, keep us telling us about yourself as well. Okay.
Yeah.
But dude, I can totally sample it for my next routine.
You know what
Yeah,
really
it
grinds
was.
my gears?
We should definitely get that. I should. Yeah, there should be a routine on Family Guy coming up very soon. I'm loving the
Hmm.
new
How are you
new
doing,
opening
Digiline?
I have.
Yo, Bruce, I'm doing much better, thanks, man. Vampire. Yeah.
I want to know the number of skip specs. अच्छा विजन पावर कितना है तुम्हारा skip?
Point five,
No
point seven
idea.
five. Point five, point seven five.
Hmm.
Okay.
Pro console zeroed in on the XDJ
Point
XZ.
five,
How
point
do you
seven
see
five.
this console? Oh man, that's a great console to get started with. Like it
Yeah.
is, you
Yeah,
can't
this is
make a
the
mistake with that for sure.
one which has got the CDJ jobs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
it's amazing.
amazing step into the world of DJing. You will not go
Yeah.
wrong with that.
High agrees. High agrees.
Just go
You
for
can
it
also
blindly.
actually know any of the XZ series, starting from the RR to the XZ, depending on your what
Yeah.
your budget is.
No, but the XDJ specifically because it's
Hmm.
like it reads USB and it has the ability to connect to a laptop as well. So yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Any
Um,
any Pioneer DJ controller users in our feed today? Can you type us what all? Uh, Not you, guy. Not you, Skip. The audience. Who, let us know what all Pioneer products you're using in the comment section.
I have a
Also, why don't
huge.
you all of you drop your channel links as well in the comments? We'll also
Yeah.
highlight it. Sorry, Skip, I always cut you off. I'm really sorry, bro. This is not my intention, and it
Well,
happens
I
every
was
time.
thinking to cut you off. It's okay. I was thinking I'll cut you off, but it's okay. Goose is like RB with
Best,
the.
best.
Do you know you can do so much with the RB itself? So I personally feel the uh, limitation is on the uh, person who's using it is. So I can you can come up with some really great ideas with just the 200 also. Like it really depends on how you want to use it. So
Killer. Teeth just got DDJ 400. Congratulations, Teeth.
Congrats. 201, but when I load any song, it takes some time compare. Yeah, because the CDJ 3000 is much faster than the 201. Essentially, the 201 is built on the 2000 Nexus 2's technology with a much larger screen and a better sound quality. But the 3000 is light years ahead in terms of processing because of the MPU that it has. So it's
mm,
definitely going to be slower than the CDJ 3000.
Hmm. It's slightly older technology, but it still has a killer DAC.
Yeah. No,
Fantastic DAC.
the audio quality is top
but
notch. That's what I said.
Yeah.
isn't that from the mixer?
No, even the CD players.
Okay.
Well, essentially it's everything operates on 2000 platform, right? But no, slightly upgraded parts, of course.
2000 Nexus 2 platform.
Nexus 2 platform. Correct.
Mm.
So it will be nowhere close to 3000 for sure
No, no
because
chance.
3000 is a new. Huh. Skip is the best guy to answer this question actually. Rohit,
Yeah,
we're gonna
because
skip your question.
So I have used all three softwares like thoroughly for a long time. Recordbox and Serato have a lot in common, but all three softwares are very different from each other. So if you are just DJing, you can go for anything, but every software can do everything in a different way with some kind of limitations. So you cannot get everything that you want. So I would tell you how I use. So I have two setups over here. One is the CDJ 2000 setup, which is right now, and I'm gonna get the 3000s now. But for now, the 2000 setup is basically no laptop setup. In that also, I'm using laptop via link. So that is just the 2000 setup. Now, second is the turntable setup. Turntable setup has got DVS. So I'm using Serato and Recordbox both on my DVS system. I personally use Serato for competitions, but if I'm making a routine, I would go for Recordbox because Recordbox gives me a ton of advantage on
Hmm.
Serato for a lot of things. Like for example, 16 hot cues. Say I'm making a
Hmm.
routine which requires 16 hot cues. Serato does not have it. In fact, Tractor
Hmm.
does not have it. Recordbox is the only software
Hmm.
that has it. But then who
Yeah.
who I don't see anyone else using 16 hot cues. So it's very user case scenario. Plus, if you're coming from a CDJ background, Recordbox makes the most amount of sense. And Recordbox does make sense because of the ecosystem also. So if I have made some routines and all, I can just take the pen drive out. I'm having so much fun right now, and it's only because I have Recordbox. So all my music has always been on Recordbox for a long time now, for around 5 6 years. So it's just CDJs are so much fun. Like trust me, from a guy who has now I don't know why I always walk the other way around. Like for example, I was doing CDs earlier, then I moved to turntables, and now I was using DBS earlier, and now I moved to CDJs. So it's like a guy who was not using the export mode; he was using the performance mode, and now I'm using the export mode. So it's so weird, but it's amazing.
You
I
know
think
why? No, it's because you don't sit for my master classes. That's why.
yeah, you mentioned that earlier also. I
Okay.
do. I
Okay.
listen to it a lot. Just that there are a few moments that you have captured me doing other shit while I'm at your masterclass. So that's it's just an excuse. That's but I do listen to everything as well.
Okay. Pete, we're
Uh,
talking
Tuhin, there's a
about
question for you.
Tribe XR. We recently made a post about Tribe XR, which now has association with Pioneer DJ Global, also known as
Yeah,
Alpha Theta Corporation. So yeah, it's just nothing but virtual reality. You need this is I will not say this is India specific because a lot of bandwidth goes in these classes, virtual reality content, etc. You also need hardware, which is slightly expensive. You know, you'll be moving your hand, it'll be like a mixer is in front of you and it will be reacting and how. So yeah, Tribe XR is interesting concept, which the headquarters have decided to have a partnership with.
I had the opportunity to give the initial stages of that VR try at ADE in 2019. They had a
Nice.
setup there. It was quite cool. It was with the previous gen players and mixer, but yeah, I had the chance to give it a try.
but I feel
Yeah,
that don't you
correct.
think?
Goose. That's exactly what we saw at ADE 2019.
But don't you think that latency will be a big issue in these things? Like
No, there was hardly anything, bro.
I think it's like a video game, no? If it's
Yeah, I
loaded,
mean, I
it
was
works.
mixing tracks just like in VR.
hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, one question has come up, Rohit, because okay, actually now
What's the
answer.
question?
Let's answer Rohit's question first, which is I
To buy
want
a
to buy
keyboard.
a keyboard with pads which can connect to Ableton so I can make music like piano. It would be good if that keyboard got its own sound as well, but as of now, I'm thinking M Audio Oxygen with least keys. Please suggest something better, or if this one is
Why would you want a keyboard
perfect.
with its own sounds if
Self-contradictory
you want a
question
MIDI controller?
nowadays.
Why would you want a
क्या लिख
MIDI controller with sounds if you're already running it in MIDI and you're going to connect it to the computer?
That's what I think he wants to practice without connecting it as well sometimes,
Hmm.
which is
Then
fair enough. I
you
did
need a basic
recommend
synth
him.
then.
Yeah,
Any Roland synth will work.
that's what I said. बस सुनता थोड़ा ना ये.
Hmm.
The
I've given him some
JDX ones,
suggestions.
they're nice sounding synths.
Yeah.
Yamaha has come with some good ones.
Yeah, the Yamaha Reface. You can probably check the
Yeah,
Reface
very
series.
nice.
Yeah,
Or just get a Casio.
Okay.
Best, best है.
yeah, that too.
PSR
Yeah,
सबका दो.
I have a friend at Casio who can get you some discount, I think. Why skipping my question? Okay, Bruce has another question. Oh, sorry, Bruce has a
That's what
question.
I thought Tuhin will be able to answer properly.
Bruce, I would suggest that you get obviously the fastest SSD drive that you can afford. I mean, having said that, there is a limitation on USB read speed, and you got to remember that the files that you're reading are literally less than 100 MB, 100, 150 MB at the max. So they're going to read in a fraction of a second anyway. A good budget drive to start off with. I mean, budget meaning something that actually makes sense and value for money is probably the Samsung T5s.
Yeah.
Um, you can get like the 500 or the 1 TB drives, and you should be good. But just remember to format them in MS-DOS.
This oh shit. Both my drives are connected. I think I've shown.
Okay, Goose says that there was latency in TribeXR back then.
I mean, there was latency in it reading your hands, but like when you actually press the
So
button, there wasn't that much of a latency. Yeah, those drives.
T5. That's T5,
this is
no?
a T7.
Yeah,
This is a T7.
yeah, that's a 7. T5 is a little
Why
thicker,
did you get a T7? ज़्यादा पैसे हैं.
No,
faster, no?
this is a T5.
Ah, that's a T5.
So the T5 and the T7 both.
Mm.
T series में काम करते हो आप.
So yeah, but I'll tell you why. This is all my VSTs and sounds, and this is all my music. So I have both. I just figured out, and this
Connected
has been
between, uh, well, I mean, this is a bit of like this question could go either ways. I mean, I would say it's not really limited to the genre that you're mixing, but
Hmm.
how advanced your skills are and how much of a drive you have to be innovative. Because if you don't want to be I mean, you could be innovative with just two decks as well.
oh, you can go
And
crazy with
you
two
could,
decks, bro.
yeah. So definitely things like genres like techno, even house. The more decks you have, the more fun
Better,
it can
yeah.
be because of the number of layers that you can add. So yeah, I mean, four on the floor kind of grooves, definitely more decks, better. Um, yeah, that's just the way I see it. But often, if I don't have the opportunity to have multiple decks, I use the sampler as an additional deck for sampling as well as playing back drums and synths. So it's like
Hmm.
having three decks in one via my sampler.
Hmm.
But bro, I feel that it's all about the journey that you wanna create. You know, two decks,
It's not about
five decks,
journey.
one.
It's
Yeah,
not about
It's
journey.
about the journey. Yeah, it's about the journey,
Goose will be angry
and
with you.
no, it's about the journey. It's about the journey that
uh,
you create. You know, you can use two, four, five decks, whatever. A lot of times, just like from the uh, like when I've been playing a lot of classic house right now, and all that they were like 9 minutes tracks. You do like a 4 minute mix, so it's just too much fun with just two tracks
yeah.
also. You know, so
I mean,
I
I
feel
always
that
have a lot of fun when I have more than two decks because
yeah,
I mean, my style of mixing is all about
yeah, yeah,
layers.
yeah.
I always have more than two or three tracks running at the same time. But yeah, but your skills also have to be at that level where you can
Yeah,
control
correct.
three or four different signals,
The
without
signal. Yeah.
overloading your master, without overloading any particular frequency band as well.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I feel that
Okay,
it's
so next,
it's very like what
Let's take.
Tuhin, the last point that Tuhin said is very, very important. Sorry to cut you off, Nishan, but keeping control of your levels, because a lot of DJs nowadays, what they do is they are mixing four tracks at the same time, but no control from the levels, you know.
yeah.
So it's very, very important to initially just master the art of mixing two tracks.
Hmm.
Understand the
Suraj,
EQ. That's very important. Why is he not
What
Suraj,
are
telling
the
I
to
have
two
speak?
major
I don't
f
understand.
two major features that
Suraj,
you think is currently missing? Ah, um,
Yeah, boys.
so
Yes.
uh, in the world, let me answer that question.
hmm,
Record box is I think it was number two, but it's very close to being number one now.
Yeah.
With
Now.
active users, monthly active users being a very huge number. It's actual number is skipping my head, but yeah, I think it's a very close run-in with the tractor and between tractor and record box. Second part is I think Skip and Tuvin can answer.
I mean,
What
for
is
some, I mean,
missing?
I
I
don't
don't.
use Recordbox for performance. I only use it for music management and exporting my music. So I mean, there are small things like maybe the energy column is not showing on the thing, but I can always write that into my comments. So there is, because of the way Recordbox is created, it's almost like a sandbox that you can work in and set it up exactly the way you want to. So from my point of view, I'm okay with it. I don't really see any missing features as such.
Uh,
Skip?
I'm very happy. Like to be very frank, I have. It's like every new feature is like, yo, did we really need it? You know, that kind of thing. So I personally
Right.
feel pretty much everything is there. Sequencing is one thing that I would they can work on.
Yeah, that's going to
Just a
step
bit.
Okay.
into DAW territory almost.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like the stem sequence.
It messes around with the resources
Next,
as well.
next question.
Next question is from XLR Pulkit,
Uh-huh.
our COVID brother.
Yeah,
So
very
any
soon.
He's just tested
tutorials?
positive.
There's a new setup altogether coming in, bro. Abhi to you get to see a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
BGM
I
S11, it's
want.
gonna be doing some crazy. We'll be doing some crazy tutorials for that very soon.
I know. Uh, okay. Bruce is asking limitation to how
Um,
much can a CDJ
Bruce, I'm
read?
actually not completely sure
You
about
don't.
this
Why do
I'm
you need
sure.
more
particularly.
than
I'm
2
sure.
dB or whatever?
I'm sure. There is no limit
Huh.
anymore.
Okay, there you go. So, but quite honestly, Bruce, I have a 128 GB thumb drive from Corsair,
Hmm.
and that's got music right from 2010 until today.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm still using the same drive, so I don't know why you need 2 TB.
It will see. It will slow up your search process. You're looking up,
Yeah.
and then
What I would
you
suggest
know.
is if you really want to carry that much music, if you're carrying
Hmm.
uncompressed audio or whatever, split it
Hmm.
into two different drives because that will
Yeah.
be a better way to search for your music.
That's an easier way to be safe as well in case something
Yeah,
goes wrong with one drive. At
correct.
least you'll have the other one to, salvage.
Yeah.
Yo,
Um,
who's this question,
n-
man? Can you answer that also? I just got.
we'll
Sorry,
come to
sorry,
that. We'll come
sorry.
to that. Everybody's questions are
No,
waiting
'cause
like you, Baba.
I just saw the thing that
No
okay, around.
favoritism. It's not about the journey. Okay, Teeth asks, I want to know when I connect my DDJ 400. I'm not getting to exact BPM matching. Other deck like 122 and 122.1, something I'm missing. Okay, he's saying basically whenever he is using a controller and moves the slider, it doesn't actually land at the same BPM. Ideally, that is how it is supposed to be in real life. With the with turntables and everything, isn't it, Skip? With
Yeah,
all
it's
the
correct.
analogs
With
of the
turntables,
world.
actually, it's always fluctuating, but
Right.
that's how it's supposed to be. But I think the question is a little different. Like what he's saying is that a lot of times record box is sizing enough to size maybe,
Your
and
audio is
that's very
gone.
different
Choppy.
from.
Skip, your audio is very choppy.
Can you hear me now?
Um, Momentarily, yes.
So
Guys, share karo
basically,
na
what I'm
video.
thinking.
Everybody share the video on your walls.
So
Sorry, Skip.
what I'm saying is this is basically 122.1 or 122.3 is
Hmm.
something that Recordbox analyzes as your tracks tempo. So what you can do is you can just go and type in the tempo as 122.00 and then work around the thing. I think that's what he's saying. He's saying the default tempo is not 122. So that can be worked around. It's actually as easy as just in the playlist typing in the tempo if it is the right tempo. If you think the tempo is not 122.1, which in most of the cases
Hmm.
it's not. So yeah, but
Mm.
that happens. That happens. To drum. Why is Rachna also saying the same thing? She's like, why is he looking Japanese? Okay, bye.
Oh, sweet.
It's
That's a
my
good
dedication
response.
Okay.
to Pioneer. It's a Japanese company.
Suru says no worries, no point to skip. Asrar says ha 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 ha.
Sarah is always
And
laughing.
Deepak says
Cheers, man.
skip. Okay. Atomics
No,
is what Asrar says. Any turntable tutorials
that's
coming up?
done.
He's already asked. XLR is Pulkit only. And I lost
Yeah,
the question. Let's talk about this.
I want to show 10A.
this is what I wanted to talk about. In my CDJs, like I'm seeing right now, it is showing
Ah, okay, so
keys by
it's
the classic this thing. It's showing A minor, A, and all that. Is there a way to
Hmm.
change that in CDJs also to make it like alphanumeric?
I
mine
don't
shows
think
an
so.
I'm
alphanumeric
using
because
2016.
You have to make that
Huh?
change in record box, I guess.
yeah, you have to make it inside of Record Box.
Hmm.
In
I
your
am
in
an
your
export mode, right? I can do it.
in
In your
your
device settings.
in your device settings.
DJ systems, basically.
Mm.
Goose, 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 baba. Maybe on 3000. Yes, on 3000 you can do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we can do that.
Energy levels
Oh, wait,
can be expected in next update.
I
What
hope
can
so.
be expected? What can't be expected? Honestly, we can't tell you, even if we know, even if we have that information. And even if we had that information, then we will still say we can't tell you even if we have that information. But let me be honest, right now we don't have that information at all. Right now, I think
I know,
because
but if even if you want to put the energy levels in right now, you can very well do that in the comment section, which is what I tend to do as well.
yeah, in your comments you can
Um,
always
no,
write
it's not
the
there on
energy.
the settings. I just saw. So I don't know. Have you ever
Mm,
seen anyone use the alphanumeric in 2000s? Because that's a question that I have.
I use it in
I'm a turntable
alphanumeric
user
only. For me, everything is in alphanumeric.
in CDJs 2000s also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not showing in mine. So is it
Hey
a
Bongs, how's it
feature?
going?
Is it a CDJ feature or is it this thing? So if you put a pen drive, so I have to like I have sort by key. Let's just go. Can or should let's do that later. We'll do that later then.
Hmm. Next question.
okay. Mm, Rohan asks a suggestion on how I can start sorting my music library.
Okay, don't speak to Skip about this, okay? Because he doesn't sort his music library.
I do. What are you saying? I do it on the fly.
और ये शानदार
Oh yes, yes.
मिल
Huh?
गया
Okay,
What?
so
Sorry.
the way I do
Yeah,
it,
yeah, got it, got it.
Rohan, is that I have a folder for each year. So, like, for example, we are in 2021. So, I have a folder that says 2021. And inside 2021, I have January, February, March, April, so and so. And inside each of those months, I put in all the music that I have collected in that particular month. Then I do all of my tagging, everything inside of that one uh, monthly playlist as such. And I can sort very quickly through my music by using the sort function on the CDJs. That's how I do it. I
I
keep it simple.
personally, I use it. I use a lot of intelligent playlist. So if you can uh, work around intelligent playlist, that's the best. And now on the CDJs, if you're a guy who uses CDJs, I'm going to show you how awesome 2000s really are because they are awesome. So
Skip
uh,
has discovered
yeah,
this after 7 years, by the way.
yeah. I'm 7 years
Who
too late, but I'm loving it
Gus
because this
says
is
I
too
file it
not
by
good.
color. Hey
But
Bones,
I thought
what's
you're
happening?
colorblind.
That's why
Mm.
okay, I will not like to comment there.
Mhm.
Monkey
Next
had
question.
my question perfect. Yeah, see, Teeth says uh, that I got the question correct. Mm, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Maybe he's
Okay,
talking
Bones
about
says hi to
he said
me,
tempo.
to
So
Skip, to
lot of
him.
lot of controllers don't have that click on the zero pitch, right? Is it that what he's talking about?
Could be. It could also be dust in the tempo controller, tempo slider.
No, it
I was
happens with
thinking,
the controllers. It doesn't always land on the correct thing. So yeah, there you go. Goose says black and white. He just had to say it. Lovely, yeah, lovely. You want to talk about Toto?
Toto is basically my new moniker for electronic music. So Skip will play all sort of open format DJing, and Toto Roto will be. Oh, this is because of that, bro. This is the Toto inside me is coming out. So basically, Toto Roto is my electronica moniker. So basically, everything under the umbrella when it comes to electronica is Toto. So I play breaks, I play ambient. Like when I was playing a set yesterday, Tuhin came in for just a bit for that live stream, and I was playing beach ball a drums mix. I love it, man. Like so, I'm just in fact I'm discovering so much music that I have which I did not earlier, and the mixes it's just too much fun. So imagine like having that's why I feel that having two decks is really good. It limits you, and that's the limitation you need. Otherwise, you just go overboard. So yeah,
No.
You're a wolf, Toto.
I can do
Okay.
it. I go into like a weird mode. Like I just start doing random shit. So
Hmm.
Kick-ass. This is a Formula One reference.
Toto Wolf is going to be very disappointed this
Toto.
weekend.
Toto is going to be very disappointed. Nishank, if you're messaging me to stop
so
spamming, it will not work. Nobody's messaging me. I hope you didn't think about Toto Wolff. That's exactly what we were thinking. Tuhin and I and
Yeah.
always exchanging memes on
The
Vivian.
sheep and wolf club.
Namaste. Yeah, and so is this chap Sahil Mohan Gupta.
what's that three there?
Yeah,
I
we have
do
our own
record.
F1 community, guys. If you want to join, I can
Yeah.
drop in a link. We can always spam about Formula One on that group as well. I'll just,
I do
I
record
have to do
via
it.
Recordbox live set, but when I do miking, MC part is not recorded. Uh, yeah. So this I think Steve
Uh,
will be able to help because I don't use
so
records.
basically, bro, this is very simple. He's saying mic is not recorded. Mic does not go through record off, na?
Yeah.
Mic is connected to booth. Or sorry, mic does not go to the booth.
Hmm.
So maybe it's that. I think it's that. I'm assuming it's that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the mic
But
output
having said that,
is not set to record.
routed to
So
that.
Ansh, what you can do is you can probably get an external recorder and run it into the record output of the mixer. Once you do that, you will be able to get the
Or
mic output
DJ
also
rec.
onto the record output. I no, even DJM Rec I don't think picks up the mic, bro. It doesn't pick up the mic.
Okay. I can do a
I
test right
think.
now. I can just do a
Yeah, do a
check now.
test
Yeah.
because
Well,
in the beginning it was not picking
hmm.
it up, but just check anyway.
But having said that, you can put it on record box. So basically, record box export mode. You can just plug it via link, and
See,
that has
I
a
don't know if
record
you
mode on top of it.
I don't know if you remember, like during the for 2020 lockdown. Now that we're in 2021 lockdown, when I was doing my live streams, the mic output when I
Yeah,
had connected the mic to the mic output, you would never hear it on my live streams because that output was not being sent via the USB out on the mixers,
it's not
which is
sent,
why
but
I
you were
used
using
to,
a V10
yeah. No, even on the V10, I actually had to send it to a vocal processor, and then the
to a
vocal
channel.
processor, I was bringing it onto another channel. That was the reason why you were able to
Channel,
hear
yeah,
it on the live stream.
yeah, correct. So I think it's because the mic does not go into the
Yeah,
record.
yeah, onto the USB output. So you'll need to get a physical recorder and connect it to the record output of the mixer, whichever mixer you're using. Um, there are plenty of
I'll test it, bro.
when you
I'll
connect.
check out the DJ rec. You'll be able
Yeah.
to answer it on the this thing.
Mm.
Instagram. Remember, remember Schumacher Technomics? Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
I remember that.
Shit, that was really bad. I did not
True.
like it at
Pre
all.
Premik, in the bottles behind me is all the codes to Plugin Alliance discounts, bro.
Oh, God.
Uh,
How's
my
your project
next.
coming along, both of you guys?
Pretty good, man. It's just right now we're stalled because of the lockdown. Um, but
So
yeah,
Ansh is using a
it's
meter mixer. He's got the answer.
ah okay, super.
You can just send it to one of the channels.
Yeah, Mikka Hakkinen. I remember that mix as well. I might have played it at speed as well, man. I can't remember. I'm sure it got played at speed. Speed was a Formula One themed club, so you bloody well listen to
Oh,
Yeah.
that kind of tracks there.
childhood. It was my childhood for sure.
Mm.
I don't have any memory of it. Basically, I want to take it off.
Mm.
That's what Pulkit was also talking about. No, Shallow David.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think Bones reads properly.
He writes,
Writer Bones.
right the bones, right the bones. Not so friendly neighborhood, right the bones. I can't comment as Nishank, so let it be.
Any more questions, guys?
Yeah. Let's wrap this up
Yeah.
Yeah.
because basically we just wanted to catch up with all of you guys. Yeah. And 1999, I think it was.
Yeah, quite possible,
That's
bro.
what Heslin says.
Quite possible. I'm
Vroom,
sure I have it
vroom,
in a
Doing.
vroom,
bag
vroom,
of
vroom.
CDs. What's the best
There's one more
record you set on a
question.
CDJ to upload to SoundCloud? Bro, DJM Rec. That's what you need.
Yeah. That's the
But
best.
you
Yeah.
need an iPhone, huh? Android and all, please
Hmm.
kindly excuse. Um, Bruce, just get DJM Rec. It's on the App Store. You can use it on your iPhone or your iPad. Just connect it via USB cable to the top USB port on the 900 Nexus 2 mixer, and you're pretty much good to go. In fact, the new version of the DJM Rec app, whenever you move your crossfader to mix between the two tracks, it also transfers the track data into the mix. So you also have your track listing instantly.
For CTA 3000 and V10.
Correct.
Only these two products.
MIDI output clock from CDJs or DJM. Yeah, bro, Premic, MIDI clock output you can get on the DJM V10
That's
because
been
the
happening
V10.
since 800. 800 would also send a clock.
Yeah.
800 sends it, 900 sends it, 900
Vivian,
next to sends it.
secret to my glowing skin. Oh my God, bro. It's a face wash.
Steaming.
It's a
Steaming.
rice water
Steaming,
face wash.
steaming
You have
during
to wake
COVID.
up and
That's
smell
the
your armpits. रंग उड़ जाएगा सारा का सारा. Okay, Rohit has asked two questions. What about Record Box 6 and CDA 3000 workshops online? We
Sometime
can
next
do it
week. We can do it next week. Hmm.
yeah.
whenever.
Yeah,
All three of us
yeah,
have 3,000 then. Yeah.
It's
let's
not
do it
that I
next.
have COVID anymore.
Yeah, let's do it next
I
week.
can make fun of it. I can make fun of me having COVID, okay? Not making fun of anybody else.
You're a
Okay, to
COVIDiot.
what extent do understanding of keys help in mixing? Because, see, even this guy, even Devyesh asked this question. I'll just bring that up. Very basic, right? This is the basics of mixing.
Yeah, I mean, see, key BPM obviously is the most basic thing. You obviously have to match BPM, but with keys also, um, mixed in key or record box or any of the software that you're using, they all have their own form of detecting keys. So that's a good guideline for you to understand how you can move from one key to another key, what are the complementing keys, what keys are clashing. But at the end of the
Correct.
day, you need to train your ear. I can listen to a track and tell you if it's going to go with another track, even without looking at the keys. But I don't know what key any of the tracks are in. At the end of the day, it's just your understanding and your ability to discern what your ears are listening to in terms of a tone. Having said that, I have sort of like built a technique where I can mix between two keys which are not actually complementary to each other. But I use EQs and filters in a way to fool your ears into thinking that both keys are complementary, and then thereby allowing me to make a smooth mix. So there is a lot of skill required in the advanced stage of DJing when it comes to key manipulation.
Bones, allow me to warn you, you have to mind your
Um,
language.
or the,
Otherwise, you will get banned from the page because that's rule for everybody. So kindly delete your comment.
uh, this the comment that Goose had. I want 1080 show after 9B on CDJs. Nishank, if you can highlight that. Now I just
One
saw
moment.
that it is a thing on CDJs that after 1A it shows 10A, and then
Hmm.
uh, that's a
That's
legit
because
thingy. I never noticed that
yeah, that's
because it's
because
like
of
after 1K mark, 1 plus whatever will come.
yeah, it's basically doing sort by numbers. One, and then after one is 1 0. But yeah,
So which is so weird.
it's it,
Can't
So
find
that's
that
a really, really good
question.
observation. Yeah. I just saw it. Obviously, it's
yeah. I
something.
mean,
It's he's just being too picky about it. So you
yeah.
can always just
No,
scroll up.
I mean
But
each of us have different way of sorting and finding our music. So it's definitely something that we
yeah,
can
there's
raise
OCD
as
coming
a
out.
yeah, as a suggestion to the Record Box team. Maybe they can implement it in the next incremental
It's a great
updates
suggestion, though.
that they
By the
have.
way, thanks a lot. I just
Yeah.
quickly I will just check on the on in record
Skip
box
doesn't use
also.
CDs only. No, I don't know why he's answering the question. Tuhin should be answering this question.
No, I'm using it nowadays. So I just want to check it in record box as well. Just 1 second.
Hmm.
If it is
Alright.
the same case. No.
Let's
In
leave
record
room for
box,
one
it's
last
after
question
9A.
meanwhile.
Hmm.
Because it's been almost an hour now.
Uh,
So yeah.
bro, quickly, what Goose is saying is very CDJ related question. And Goose is using a controller. So he should
Hmm.
not have that question. Just say.
Goose is anti-skip today.
Because Goose Skip said, no, this is not about journey. Everything
Yeah.
is about journey, bro. Respect.
It's about the journey, bro. That's what I'm saying. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyways,
Vivian,
to
hope to
answer your
see
Guys,
question,
you.
Goose, this is only
hmm,
we would like to see if 3000 have the same issue, bro. Tuhin, would you check
that's what.
for us?
I'll check.
I've
Yeah.
seen Goose perform twice. He's only performing on CDJs though, most. I mean,
Mm.
Bro, all his
He's one
live
of the
that
streams,
first
he's
few
not on his
people.
videos.
He's one of the first few
Hag.
people to play on the Series 3000 also, huh? By the way, in public view. Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, Ansh is correct. Maybe no Palm Expo this year. And
Hmm.
actually, this year and last year, we had not planned to be
Yeah.
a part
Bro,
of Palm
there
Expo.
there won't be any kind of expo this year, whether it is palm or foot or whatever.
Hmm.
Everybody just stay at home. Stay tuned to
Yeah.
our
Wow,
funny
okay.
broadcasts.
Yeah, guys. I
Yeah.
mean,
Hmm.
what we can do is next time we can do an Instagram live and get you all in one by one, and interview you. Or maybe you can join us on this stream
Yeah,
and we can.
Yeah.
we can, Nishant, now you can actually have multiple people at the same time. So
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
In
Let's
Instagram,
do
you can
that,
do that.
no? Let's do that.
I'm going to do
Guys,
that right
are
now,
you ready to
guys.
be on our
After this is
stream?
my Instagram live. After this is
And
I'm doing
yes,
an Instagram live when we are talking about all this again. Okay? I'm going to,
See this.
killer.
See this.
anybody
Let's do
who's
that.
See
going to,
this.
I have a few phone calls to make and then I'll also like to join.
Hmm.
But yeah, we'll do that as well. So all of you guys who are active on our page or who have been active on our page and our DJs, we'd like to have you, irrespective of the gender or language you speak. I mean, preferably Hindi or English is, our forte.
Hmm.
Other than that, we won't be
no,
able
I
to
can,
talk
I
to
can, I
you.
can do a bit of, I can do a bit of Bengali and bit of Tamil also. So it can do Tamil
Hmm.
and Telugu also. So we
Lovely.
are pretty much there. Little bit of Bombay,
But we have,
Bombay language, अपन के
but we
पास है,
have to make
whatever.
sure our audience also is able to
Yeah.
understand, no, the conversations. So yeah, I think we'll plan Series 3000, Record Box 6, and you with
Hmm.
us. So
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 killer,
Instagram.
interesting
guys.
that is.
We can do it on Instagram. We can do on here. I can
Yeah.
share the link to people,
I feel
to join us.
Instagram is a better option because that's the only way where you can get the user in the chat.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Hmm.
No worries at all. At all.
We can do that.
We'll
We can
discuss
do
it
I'll do
that.
a
and
test
we'll
run right
execute it. Killer. So I think let's just sign off now.
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining in. Please stay
Thanks
safe.
everyone for tuning in, guys. Please stay safe.
Live
We
long
will
and
see you
prosper.
sometime next week. Just look
Long
out
and
for
prosper.
our updates for the next live stream. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Let's all do this soon.